Great morning. Yeah, still morning. This is a real quick exploration of wanted to connect with some of the Heaven's Gate. Was people in this cult that 30, 38, 39 of them altogether committed suicide, and it was run by this guy they called Doe. And I didn't have a real good, clear connection, but I think some things came out that were telling about cults in general, QAnon and the Maga cult, and how people get drawn in, what holds them, and so anyway, I'm going to leave this here. And let me know what you think. Like I said, I didn't have a real good, clear connection with this, but I think it was enough to bring out some kind of pertinent and interesting information. I'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in, Love and Light. See you online. Getting with them is beware. Be grounded and look deeper. And, sometimes you get drawn into these things, and people get drawn into these things because they want some alternative reality. I think it has to do also with, I'm feeling with it as well as how people get drawn into QAnon as well, these deep state conspiracies and those types of things as well, because they're dissatisfied with things as they are, and they want to enter into some sort of a storyline, fantasy, alternative reality to replace what they have. So beware, because while you have every right to chase whatever dream and fantasy you want, yeah, and then the connection is not staying steady. I'm just feeling, the main thing with them is that feeling what happened with their family. Okay? Because once they left the form, they were fine, but they saw, and there was no feeling of condemnation for this guy that convinced them, because they went of their own free will, and they saw that they chose to follow his illusion, because they were seeking a alternative reality. But the lesson learned was, well, I don't say lesson learned, I take that back. But there was this seeing of how much pain their families went through because of their action. And seeing how they got drawn into it. They got drawn into it because of their dissatisfaction in life. And they were searching for something. And so this pulled him in, because he was, he had some sort of a charisma, There was something different about him and his energy. So we got caught up in his fantasy. And I feel it's like they're likening this to 45. There are those that are dissatisfied with life, and they see him in a view that's not reality. They're seeing him in a view of he is this successful guy. He's got, penthouses. He's got, and they're looking at the illusory persona that he is putting out, and they want to believe that fantasy versus the reality, and they're unwilling to see what is honestly, truly there. I'd rather have that fantasy and that belief, and that's where I'm going to live. I'm going to live in that fantasy and carry it through, because it brings more it's something to do with their emotional thing. I don't want to say peace. It's more like it's something we can grasp. It feels like something we're missing in our lives that we can cling to, that we can fight for, it gives us substance. It gives them like a substance. It gives them something to hold on to that they feel they're missing in their lives. Just like Applewhite gave us something there that we wanted to have, that we felt we were missing. And so this was something in a shared collective family, that we had something special that other people didn't have. We had something special, okay? That was the feeling. We had more insight, more but of course it wasn't true. It wasn't true. It was the fantasy. But in that time, we felt like we really had something that others didn't have. We were more evolved, more aware, more just like these ones with this Maga or Qanon or other deep state conspiracies, feeling like they have something that other people don't have. For a deep state, it's this hidden knowledge. They have something. And for these other followers, believe that this is someone that they can hold on to, and I don't understand why it's a feeling of they gain more stability with that. But that's the feeling, that there is a bit more of a stability, something to hold to during turbulent times. It gives them something, a purpose that some of these people feel like they're missing in their lives. And so they don't want to let go of that. Even when the truth is right in front of them, they want to hold to this purpose that they think they have, whether it's with 45 and rebuilding America, we're going to make it great again. They are seeing this fantasy of purpose. It gives them something to hold to, and they don't want that dream destroyed. This is why they hold on to it so just like the fantasies that we had, just like these fantasies that we had, this alternative reality we wanted to live within because of our dissatisfactions in our own lives and feeling that we had some sort of a hole. And this fantasy filled that hole for a time, and we felt that we had a family. We were in like consciousness going forward in this journey, and that we had something special that others didn't have. It's like a click. It's like a click, okay? We're there and we're together and we have this singleness of mind. And we've now gotten some purpose in our life where we felt like maybe we were rudderless before. We were, just circling and had no way forward. We had no direction. We had no understanding. And this light, what we thought was a light, came into this place, and we followed willingly because we felt that this was something that was filling a hole that we thought we had within ourselves. And of course, we filled it with the wrong thing, okay? This was not the reality. Well, when we leave the form and we get to the other side, we see that true light, we see that true love, we see that true embrace that we were so looking for in the world, that we would follow this delusion and get caught up in this illusion in order to try to fill a hole which we felt like we had at that time. So beware, understand that the people that are in these delusions are there because they have a hole and they think they are getting some sort of a purpose. So they are drawn into this and they believe it wholeheartedly because it's giving them something to direction in their lives that perhaps they didn't have before, even though this direction is totally erroneous. And they'll see that on the other side. But for now, this gives them some sort of purpose, some sort of a light in their lives. No matter how dark that light actually is, they feel as if it has given them some structure, a belief system which they were lacking because they were seeking something to fill a void and a hole and a lack of purpose. So beware, look at these things deeper. There are other ways to fill a hole. Find it within, there is a light. There is a light. God is a light. But also have compassion for these ones that are so caught in this illusion. They are caught in illusion because they are not secure within themselves, within truth, within light, within balance, within integrity, within morality, within those. They're looking for those things, but their vision is skewed. Their vision is off-center. Their vision is not grounded and balanced in reality. They are in this fantasy mode, an alternative reality, if you will, that feels very real to them at this present time, even though it is a shared fantasy, if you will, a shared delusion, a shared illusion, a shared drama that they are engaging in order to attempt to make themselves feel useful, whole, having something there they can hold to in their lives where they feel like things have been maybe slipping away or that they have no usefulness. This gives them some sort of a purpose, some sort of a feeling of specialness. No matter how wrong they may be, this is giving them some sense of purpose and specialness and integrity. As funny as that is their feeling, that is their subconscious drawing, subconscious yeah, then that lost that connection again. But it's this feeling of, as they were drawn into this thing with Applewhite, and they had this shared reality, it was this feeling of, together we are one whole, that they were feeling lost, kind of lost souls and unhappy with life and seeking and looking for something else. And so, if you are feeling like something's missing in your life, and you get somebody like that that's charismatic, and they can be convincing, just like 45 is convincing to these people because they have this hole and they're looking for something to fill it. And so they'll grasp to this illusion because it gives them something to hold to. Feels like it gives them some purpose and some sort of a higher thing that they are, believe it or not, a higher thing that they are able to participate in that gives them value in their lives. No matter how erroneous this actually is. And they're not willing to let go of that. You can't, and I have a feeling you can't take away from us the things that give us purpose. So I'm going to leave this here, but it's something in the subconscious mind that drives this. That drives this for them to look for something that gives them some sort of purpose in life. Or, that other feeling that we know something that you don't. We are clued into the in thing, such as conspiracy theories, that we know something deeper than you know. Yeah. So I'm going to leave this here. Love and light. Thanks for tuning in. See you online.